Silence filled the grand library that afternoon. Golden light painted stripes across leather-bound books. A man lay perfectly still on the sofa, eyes closed, breathing steady, pretending to sleep. Then he heard her whisper, soft, broken. "I'm so sorry, sir. I won't let you down again." Vincent Harlow was 33 and utterly alone. He'd built Harlow Industries from nothing, 12 years of relentless work and careful distance from everyone. His mansion was spotless, his staff efficient. But lately things had been disappearing. Cash, a watch, cufflinks. So today he'd set a trap, left $200 on the table, pretended to sleep nearby. The new maid entered. Clara Bennett, 28, shy, always kept her eyes down. She approached the table, saw the money. Her hand trembled as she reached toward it. Vincent's jaw tightened. Another thief, another disappointment. But Clara's fingers moved past the cash. She picked up the book beside it. From her apron, she pulled out worn bills, counted them slowly, placed them inside. $217 now, just 83 more. Please let it be enough. She closed the book, glanced at Vincent. "I'm so sorry, sir. I won't let you down again. I'll work harder, whatever it takes." Then she left quietly. Vincent sat up, opened the book. Inside was $300 and a note for the vase. "I'm so sorry." That night, Vincent couldn't sleep. Clara's integrity haunted him. 3 weeks ago, a Ming vase had shattered. Vincent had been furious, demanded answers. No one confessed. But Clara had been quietly saving, paying back a debt that wasn't hers. The next morning, Vincent called his housekeeper, Margaret. "I want to know everything that went missing. I want to know what really happened." Margaret returned with a detailed list. Vincent studied it carefully, asked questions. Who had access? Who worked late? A pattern emerged. Paul Garrett, junior employee, often alone in the storeroom evenings. They searched his locker, found the watch, the cufflinks, cash. When confronted, Paul broke down. "My wife was sick. I needed money for her medicine. I was going to return it. I just didn't get the chance." Vincent remained silent. Anger rose inside him. This man had stolen from him. But then he remembered Clara, the girl who hadn't stolen anything, who'd worked herself to exhaustion, repaying a debt that wasn't hers. He took a deep breath. "Paul, I could hand you over to the police, but I won't. You're terminated, but I'll cover your wife's medical expenses. Just promise me you'll never do this again." Tears streamed down Paul's face. "Thank you, sir. I promise. I swear I promise." That day, Vincent understood something profound. The thief deserved punishment, yes, but also compassion. Perhaps that was the moment the last locked doors of his heart finally opened. That evening, Vincent called Clara to his study. She entered, pale and terrified. "I know about the vase, and I know about your brother Daniel." Clara's face crumbled. "Sir, I'm so sorry." "Stop apologizing," Vincent said softly. "Margaret told me about his cardiac condition, about how you've been raising him alone." Tears spilled down her cheeks. "I just needed this job. I couldn't admit I'd broken something so valuable." "Tell me about him," Vincent said. She did, haltingly. Daniel's illness, the surgery he needed, how she worked here, then cleaned offices at night, slept 4 hours, repeated it all. "I'm not asking for help," Clara said quickly. "I just need to keep working, please." Vincent walked to the window, silent for a long moment. "I had a brother once, Thomas. He was younger, got sick at 17, needed treatment we couldn't afford. I was building my company, working non-stop. I kept saying, 'Just wait, I'll have the money soon.'" Clara listened, hardly breathing. "He died 2 weeks before my first big contract," Vincent's voice cracked. "I've spent 12 years wondering if I'd just asked for help, if I'd swallowed my pride, maybe he'd still be here." He turned to Clara. "You're not going to lose your brother, not like I lost mine." That afternoon, Vincent arranged everything. Daniel's surgery, fully funded, the best cardiac surgeon, recovery care. When Clara found out, she collapsed in the hallway, sobbing. Margaret held her, let her release years of fear and exhaustion. The surgery was successful. Daniel recovered steadily. Vincent started seeing his staff differently. Margaret's arthritis, the groundskeeper's limp, the cook who never took leftovers despite having 3 kids. He began changing things. Health insurance for everyone, fair bonuses, a scholarship fund for employees' children. 2 weeks later, Clara returned. Vincent offered her a new position. Assistant manager. Better pay, better hours. "The vase was insured," Vincent said gently. "You never owed me anything. But what you taught me, that's priceless." Clara's eyes filled with tears. "What did I teach you?" "That integrity can't be tested, only honored. That people who struggle most often give the most. That sometimes we're so busy protecting ourselves, we forget to see the goodness right in front of us." 2 years later, Vincent stood in that same library. Daniel, now 18 and healthy, was heading out to college. Clara had become indispensable, not just to the household, but to Vincent's understanding of what mattered. One evening, Clara paused. "That day you pretended to sleep. You were testing me, weren't you?" He nodded. "I was, and I'm ashamed of it." "Don't be, because that test didn't just reveal who I was. It revealed who you were, a man so hurt by betrayal that he'd forgotten to trust." Vincent felt the truth pierce him. "You're right. After Thomas died, I built walls, kept everyone at a distance." "And now," Clara asked gently, "now I see them. You, Margaret, Daniel, even Paul. I heard his wife recovered. He's working honestly now." Clara smiled. "You gave him a second chance. Because you showed me what grace looks like, what it means to carry your burden with dignity, to ask for nothing but give everything." The library was quiet, peaceful, full of understanding. "Thank you, Clara," Vincent whispered, "for breaking that vase, for being honest when it would have been easier to lie, for reminding me that I'm still capable of kindness." "Thank you, Vincent," Clara replied, her voice thick with emotion, "for pretending to sleep, for waking up, for seeing not just what I did, but why I did it, for understanding that sometimes good people make mistakes, and broken people just need someone to believe in them again." The greatest tests in life aren't the ones we design. They're the ones that reveal who we truly are when no one's watching, and who we can become when someone finally sees us. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, subscribe, and comment.